Hello, all. Welcome back to Happy Healing Vibrations. I hope everybody is well. Happy Friday. I am reading for all signs for the weekend vibes, and I'm going to start with my air signs first. But let's do a little prayer before we open up the reading. Today I'm using an incense stick. It's called Meditation, this incense. Okay? I'll show you the box. Give me a second because I have all my cards set up. Lost the lighter, but that's okay. I don't need it anymore. So this is what I'm using. Smells wonderful. Alright, so air and fire ignite this gift from earth. Fill this space with sacred smoke. Grab hold of all negativity. Take it away. Leave none behind. Leave this place with positive energy, empowering those who enter it with light and love. Alright, let's do one for our minds. Into this smoke I release all negativity, liberate my mind from all uncertainties, cleanse my heart from any animosity, and fill my spirit with love and happiness. I cleanse myself fully that I may move through this world with grace. Alright? And I'm sending you those positive vibes as well, okay? Alright. Alright, so let's start. We're going to start with our air signs first, and then we're going to move forward to our water signs, okay? So let's start with Geminis. Geminis, I hope that you had a wonderful week. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that any issues that had come up this week, you were able to get through them smoothly. Geminis. I'm feeling you need to maybe watch your friends a little bit. Maybe people that you think are your friends are not your friends. Just be careful. I don't know why I was feeling that. So, I'm going to pull one card for each sign. And I'm going to give you my psychic imprints. One more shuffle for Gemini. Alright. Huh. It's weird that I was saying that. Okay. So in this card, there's a girl. And there's a whole bunch of people pointing at her, and she looks sad, alone, like she's protecting herself, and discouraged, not happy, let down. So again, watch your friends. Witches should hold other witches accountable. So what I'm getting from this card is that there's a bunch of people ganging up on one person. You know, I think people are blaming you for something that had happened. You're feeling maybe isolated, Gemini. You know, everyone's pointing fingers at you. I feel like this is the bottom of the deck. I feel like you need to ground yourself. You need to have balance. Maybe go outside. Sorry, mind my nails. They're terrible. But I don't really care about those type of things, okay? When I get them, I get them. When I do them, I do them. When I don't, I don't. And that's just what it is. I'm just me, okay? So ignore the nails. I will eventually get to them. Yeah, so I'm seeing there's there's an imbalance in your friendships. I'm seeing that you're giving more than you're getting. And I believe you need to go outside and ground yourself. Be outside. I feel like when you go outside, you might find some new friends. Thanks for supporting local witches. So I do feel maybe in a work situation, maybe in a group of friends, maybe even in family, I am seeing that you're being isolated. You are having the finger pointed at you. But you need to find balance. You need to ground yourself. Because you will find your tribe, You will find your kind of people. If it is a work-related issue, money isn't everything. Money should not be put over your own happiness. So if at work you're being bullied or you're not being treated fairly, I would say, you need to get away. Because this money, maybe you're trying to balance the pros and cons, but this money is not worth this humiliation, this bullying, okay? You will find your tribe. You will see that happiness is worth more than money in the end, okay? So if you are trying to make a decision about a toxic workplace, a toxic group of friends, anything like that, if there's something material tied to it and that's what's holding you there, that's not good enough. Sorry, but your happiness is going to be worth way more, and you're going to see that. Maybe you're scared now, Gemini, but you're going to see that once you leave this toxic environment, you are going to feel lighter. You're going to feel happier, which is going to help you create. It's going to help you build something. Bottom of the deck. It's going to help you build something. Okay? So don't be afraid, Gemini. That was more than one card, Gemini. Okay, now let's go with the beautiful Aquarius. Aquarius for Friday. For the weekend vibes. Aquarius / shuffle. Alright. I see a lady looking at a home. She's feeling cold. Maybe home is where the heart is. I'm getting that. I just felt home is where the heart is. Home is... Alright, so maybe, the world is feeling a little bit cold these days. And, home is your safe haven. I feel like, spending a little bit of time at home this weekend is going to help compose you. It's going to help you feel warm. I am seeing, staying home, self-care, having tea, maybe, inviting some friends over. Maybe this weekend is going to be all about staying home and inviting people to your home rather than going out and visiting. I am just getting home is where the heart is, so spend some time at home. Yeah, and have maybe have tea and sit by the fire if you have a fireplace. I'm just feeling warmth, okay? Spend time at home. So this is for our beautiful, who's next? So we did Gemini, Aquarius. Now we got our Libras. Libras. Weekend vibes for our Libra air signs. Last shuffle. Oh. Going on a journey, Libra. Alright, so Libra, you got a lot of plans. You have a lot of good ideas. But are you acting on them, Libra? You know, are you acting on your ideas? Maybe there's a lot for you to do. I see a beautiful path, you know, but I see this slug. You're moving very slowly, okay? There needs to be faster momentum in your ideas, okay? You have wonderful, great ideas. There's a beautiful path that's open for you, but you are moving on it a little too slow. Don't let I'm seeing the bike passing by the slug. Don't let the opportunities pass you by, okay? Because you're indecisive. Libras tend to be very indecisive. My mother's a Libra. My husband's a Libra. Libras are very indecisive. So, you know, if you have an idea, it's, you know, you need to work on that. You need to move on that, okay? Because this is a really great idea that you have. You're going down a really great path, but you do need some momentum, and you do need to make a decision and move forward, okay? That could be new job. It could be a business idea. It could be with work, a new project. It could be, you know, maybe building a home. Maybe, you know, like putting in an offer on a new home. It could be a new path, like a new business. Light fire under your cauldron and go, go, go. So, yeah, light your fire, Libra, and take it to the next level, okay? Because this is something that's good for you. Now, let's read for our water signs. That's so funny, the water came out. I don't know if you've seen that, but let's read for Pisces, our beautiful Pisces. Piscean energy for the weekend. One more shuffle. I'm feeling both these cards, okay? And that came out before, so. Alright. It's funny because this came out when I said water signs, and it came out again. So, Pisces. You're on the edge of something that's not very straightforward. You know, you have everything in your hands, you know. You're focused. You know, I am seeing that your emotions are maybe back and forth. You know, like maybe one minute you're feeling very excited and then you're very sad, or you're feeling very, or it could also be you're feeling very motivated, and then, you know, and then you lose your motivation, and then you're motivated and then you lose your motivation. You know, remember, nothing is easy. Nothing is just a straight path, you know. Nothing is straightforward, you know. Enjoy life. You know, enjoy all the little bends and turns and treasures and excitement and little gifts that, you know, life throws your way. Whether, you know, sometimes something, you know, negative happens to you, but, you know, you might get a gift out of that. You know, when one door closes, another door opens. You have treasures where you least expect it sometimes. You know, maybe you know what you're going through, you thought that it was, you know, crooked, I don't know, shady, moral dilemmas I'm getting. Maybe you're having moral dilemmas. Maybe I'm feeling that somebody might have done something to their friend. Did somebody maybe cheat with somebody's spouse? Or did somebody cheat their friend? Did somebody take more than they should have? Did somebody do that to you, Pisces? Be careful of what people are giving to you. Maybe somebody gave you something that isn't in your best interest to take. I'm just getting a strong vibe. That someone can't be trusted. It's either that or you're feeling like you can't trust yourself. There's something emotional going on with your friends. Something emotional going on with 3 people. Or 2 people and you. Yeah, 3 people. Maybe it's like teamwork, something. Maybe you're in a team. What I'm feeling is you're in a team. You know, things are not going straight forward. You know, there's been a lot of back and forth, a lot of issues back and forth. Maybe there's a lot of. I think there might be a lot of disagreements or a lot of overthinking. For some of you, you know, maybe everybody has great ideas, everybody is contributing, but maybe someone's not listening to your great ideas and you have a great idea and that will help things move forward in a more logical, straightforward way. My advice to you, Pisces, if that's the case, is to make yourself heard or to hear others. You know, stop overthinking everything and work together, hear each other out, make yourself be heard. Okay? You guys have something really great going on, but you all need to come together in order for this to run smoother. Don't take anything personal. And if you're the person that I said, be careful what you get from others or what you're taking for others. You probably feel it inside your soul. You probably feel it intuitively. If you feel something is not safe, Pisces, don't take it. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because that's not for everybody. That was just for somebody. Alright, Scorpio. Last shuffle for Scorpio. Scorpio. You're the center of attention right now. You know, like I see very flashy, I see these you know, this girl's videotaping you. She looks so excited for you. She's like, so maybe something exciting's happening for you. I am getting very materialistic vibes because of all the clothes. It looks like she's shopping and trying on things, and I feel like she's loving the energy she's getting from the others. You're kind of a big deal, so start acting like it. These people look up to you. Sit down, Chanel. These people look up to you. It looks like you're maybe the mother hen, you know, their mentor. Those young women, or young men, young women, doesn't matter. They're looking up to you, you know. So it's best you put your best foot forward, because you're training a future generation of women, and you're responsible for their success. So, Scorpio, maybe it's not all about being the center of attention. Maybe it's about igniting others and creating a spark in other younger generations. That's what makes you a good leader. Creating that spark. I'll pull one more card from the bottom. Creating that spark. You know, like I see here, she's like the center of attention, and they're all looking up to her, excited for her, videotaping her. I'm seeing the spark. Again, you know, I said your job is to ignite a spark in these women, and you know, start acting like you're a bit, you know, start acting like the leader you're supposed to be, like the leader you are. I don't know, but then I see here, I feel like she's really calmed down a lot. This looks like it's the same woman, similar woman. I'm seeing the younger generation. I'm seeing like all the sparks on the table. You know, there's enough spark to go around. You know, there's enough spark to go around. Sharing is caring. You know, you are a big deal. And you can do something amazing for this group of, this younger generation, this group of younger people in your life. You have more to offer them. So, you know, you have two choices. You can worry about yourself and put yourself forward, or you can be a leader, you know, and help grow the younger generation, help ignite the spark, create happiness and peace in people's lives. Okay? It's your decision, your choice. Okay? You can continue to want all the material goods and have everybody happy for you, and be the center of attention. Or you can share what you've learned in this world and make it a better place. Create leaders. Do you want to be the leader, or do you want to create future leaders? I think in this first image, which is like, I feel like this is where you're at, and this is your advice. Excuse me if I'm wrong. It could be vice versa. If this is not you, it could be someone that you're dealing with. But this person is very full of themselves. They don't seem to care about this group of people here. They're looking the other way. They're looking at themselves. Well, they're all so excited for her. That person, it doesn't seem to care. And the advice is that these sparks you can offer to the younger generation and create almost like harmony, partnership. I'm seeing the round table. So creating something of substance, okay? What you do to others, Scorpio, or what others do to you, it matters, okay? It matters. Cancer. Oh, that's too many cards. Cancer. Weekend vibes for Cancer. Last shuffle. Okay. I'm seeing opportunities. Maybe artistic opportunities, maybe something artistic. Maybe you're an artist. I'm seeing an open window. I'm seeing a flame, energy, a spark. I'm seeing she's got flowers in her boots, in her pocket, in her hands. I'm seeing she's creating beauty. You know, you have something beautiful to offer the world, and the window is open. Okay? The window is open, Cancer. I think this weekend you'll be working on a lot of. You'll be working on something. You know, you're going to be bringing something forward in the world. Whatever you're contemplating on doing, the window is now, and this is the bottom of the deck. Yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done. So I think whatever you're bringing forward into this world, Cancer, I do feel that it is going to blow up. It is going to ignite a spark. It is going to create beauty. It is going to create abundance. I think you're on the right path. Cancer, the time is now. Don't hold back, okay? Let's go with Aries. That's so weird. This card was already up, so I'm going to give it to Aries. Aries, you have everything it takes. I think you have a lot of self-doubt a lot. I feel like you doubt yourself when things are going right, when things are going good. You start to doubt yourself, like, how long is this going to last? You know, do I have what it takes to keep the momentum? And you do. You know, you have people on your side. You know, you serve. I see she's serving something. You know, you serve things up beautifully. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Don't ever stop that, okay? I feel like what you do fairly. I feel like you have big dreams and big wishes, and you have what it takes. Bottom of the deck. You know, you have what it takes. And I see her looking into the mirror, and I see, like, she's doubting herself. I see, like, she's unsure. You know, right now she's, like, got it going on, but when she looks at herself, she feels doubt. Okay? Every day is going to be a new day, Aries. And every day you just got to wake up with the same energy. You know, maybe do some affirmations in the morning in the mirror. You know, I am strong. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am capable. Okay? You are capable, Aries. You're definitely capable, Aries, okay? Maybe you're not someone that likes to dress up a lot. Maybe you're, like, you know, very low-key, mellow. Maybe dressing up just to look in the mirror and look at yourself. I recommend that. This might sound weird, but I say dress up, do your hair, do your makeup, and look in the mirror and tell yourself that you're worth it, okay? And you can. You can keep the momentum. You're stronger than you know, Aries. Okay, so this weekend, the advice you're getting is to look at yourself in the mirror, give yourself some beautiful affirmations. You know, I'm just seeing this now. I see her shoulder. Tap yourself on the back for all that you've come through. You are a powerful, strong woman, and you know that better than anybody, okay, Aries? It's not what other people think about you, it's what you think about yourself, okay? Everything's going to turn out for you, Aries. You just have to have some faith in yourself. All right, let's go with Sagittarius now. Saggies, weekend vibes for Saggies. Saggies, you're tired this weekend, huh? You're feeling like, I don't know, I'm feeling like Saggies are very tired. You know, you've got you're doing a lot of overthinking. You know, feeling down on yourself. Saggies, you've been isolating yourself a little bit. You know, you've been tired. Maybe you haven't been feeling good. Maybe I'm seeing this lady, she's got an ice pack on her. She's resting. She's totally bundled up, so she's cold. See a little dog resting on her. I feel like you've been isolating. I'm seeing a tea. Or it's either you've been isolating, overthinking, or you've been sleeping a lot, taking some time away from people, and you know, you do need to take some time for yourself. You need to, in order to come out of this isolation and overthinking mindset, I think maybe you need to go out. You need to plan a date. You need to go on a date. Go out on a date with your husband, with your friend, with your mother, with your daughter, with your son. You need to go out so you can get out of this overthinking because it's exhausting. Either that, or you're overthinking, you're dealing with a lot of anxiety, and you know, you need rest. You know, maybe you need to take care of yourself. Maybe, you know, all this overthinking is making you unhealthy, and you need to take care of yourself. You know, maybe I'm seeing these books, so maybe learning on how to rest in more than just one way, like just sleep. Maybe you need to look into somatic exercises. I don't know why I got that. Yoga, stretching, meditation. I'm feeling a lot of mental anxiety, I feel like someone's going through some mental health issues. Again, either rest, or if you're exhausted, overthinking, and you're feeling anxious and anxiety, I feel like you do need to rest and do some self-care. Or if it's the other way around, you're not resting because you're overthinking too much, you have anxiety and you haven't been able to sleep or rest. Maybe you're not looking like yourself, you're not feeling like yourself. then is telling you that you need to rest. Okay, so could be two things. If you've been a Saggy who's been cooped up, overthinking, emotional, not getting out, then you need to dress up, believe in yourself, and go out. Get out of the house, maybe do a makeover on yourself, maybe spend time with animals. Maybe go out for a walk with your dog. You just have to get out there, okay? And if it's the other way around, you need to get some sleep and you need some self-care. Leos. Weekend vibes for Leos. Last shuffle for Leos. Boredom, Leo. Leos are bored. Leos, you're bored. I think that you're feeling a little antsy. You're either bored with work or bored in a relationship, bored for some reason, okay? I'm going to pull another card because all I'm getting is bored. Maybe everything's all over the place. You know, I'm seeing stubbornness. I'm feeling like chaos. Things are changing very quickly. I think you're unsure of the changes. You know, if you're kind of just letting it flow, but I do see that you feel hesitant. You are feeling blocked off. You know, there is a lot going on around you, and it's not feeling properly planned. Take what resonates, okay? Seeing a group of friends. I'm seeing two people on this blanket, on this, two people here and one person here, like a younger person here. I'm seeing like a casa, so home. You know, I'm seeing a bucket building a home. So you're bored of where you're living, maybe bored of your friendship group, bored of the people that you're working with, you're bored and you want to maybe make changes. You know, if somebody offered you something, you know, I'm just thinking, compose yourself before you decide anything. I'm thinking someone's making an offer on a house. Someone's creating a home with a new family. Someone is leaving somewhere. Someone is leaving somewhere and moving somewhere else near the beach. I know a Leo that's moving to the beach. What's going to be the outcome for this? feel like maybe this weekend, Leo, you're home, you're bored, you're alone. I don't know. I'm seeing this person bored. Maybe if this is for the person, Leo, that I know, what I'm getting from this card is, bored at home, alone, maybe packing. I see this stuff all over the place because you're moving to this beach, seeing the castle in the sand. Let's get one more card for Leo. Last shuffle. Oh. Every blessing you give will eventually be returned to you. Leo, look within. Look within. Because there are blessings deep down inside. There are blessings in this, okay? So you might be feeling maybe unsure, sad, worried, a big change. Maybe you're bored with where you're living, and, this is going to bring a lot of opportunity, but, I'm seeing a little girl here in the castle, and I'm seeing the cat. She's lifting the couch cushion. She's finding a treasure in there. Things. You might feel like you're having to give up a lot right now, but it will all eventually be returned to you. Your blessings will come to you. I feel like the beach will bring blessings, okay? If you're a Leo that can go to the beach this weekend, I feel like going to the beach will bring blessings for you. So go to the beach, okay? Alright, so now we're going to start with our earth signs, Taurus. Someone's judging, Taurus. Are you judging somebody, Taurus? Is someone judging you? Do you feel like you're being judged? Are you being compared? Are you being compared? Is there two people? Do you feel like you're competing against someone? Competition is real. Competition is hot. You have to be wise, Taurus, okay? You have to be wise. I'm getting that you should buy a crystals. You should use crystals. If you have crystals, you need to recharge them, cleanse them, okay? Got the crystals here. Got the oceans. I feel like the crystals have been, I feel like she's pointing at her neck like it's come off of her neck. Like it's broken. So I'm just gonna say recharge your crystals. I'm seeing everything that you want is behind you. You just need to turn around. I'm still getting... Okay, so don't worry about... If you feel like you're being compared, if you feel like someone is comparing you, don't worry about that, okay? You're focusing on the wrong thing. This person might be convincing you that you're not doing something right or that you're not good enough. I do believe, I don't know why I have to put my cards like this for you to see them straight, but anyways. But I do believe that you need to not focus. Don't focus on what's broken. Don't focus on broken system. Don't focus on broken leadership. Don't focus on what's broken. Don't focus on what's broken, because you have something more important back here that you need to focus on. Your home, your your mental state, your emotions, your work. Okay? You got to get to work. Time to hang your hat up. Hang your coat up and get to work, okay? Stick to your truth and everything will just turn out fine. So you don't need to worry about what other people are saying. Stick to your truth. Stick to your work. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting the work in. Maybe invest in a crystal. Go look at for a crystal to help how you've been feeling, to help you know how you're feeling. I don't. I I kind of do feel that you're feeling worried. You're feeling worried. You know, you are starting to get emotional. You are feeling compared. You know, maybe someone is like watching you, looking at you, making comments at you. You know, balance. I'm getting balance. Balance, and I'm getting words. Balance people's words, balance people's thoughts, balance words. So maybe if you or someone else is saying something like negative, balance it with something positive. So if you're telling yourself I can't do it, you need to tell yourself I can do it. If you're saying that I'm not skinny enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm not big enough, whatever, you need to counteract that, because negative thoughts from others and yourself will affect your mental state. It will affect who you are, okay? It will affect your outcome, Taurus. Alright, so let's read for the sign of... Okay, so... Virgo. Readings for the sign of Virgo. Virgo, you're making a house a home. You're feeling very comfortable where you are. You are maybe shopping for the home, shopping for new dishes. You know, your family is feeling very secure. You know, you're loving where you're at. I'm feeling abundance. I'm feeling total happiness. Virgo, whatever's going on in your life, it's beautiful. It's happening for you. You're feeling like this is it. You know, I'm seeing a lot of beauty around you, seeing a lot of warmth around you. Bottom of the deck is a beautiful lady in an all red dress. She's all glammed up. She's very confident. Yeah, I think things are really coming together for you on the home front, and I'm going to say on the home front. You're very excited. So this week is all about getting things organized, Virgo. Maybe you're organizing cupboards and closet spaces. I feel like you're beautifying your home. Beautifying your home and spending time with your family. Things are going great for you, Virgo. I'm very happy for you. Okay. We're going to read for Capricorn. Capricorn. Capricorn weekend vibes for Capricorn. Last shuffle. I also felt this card. Capricorns. Capricorn, something happened. Something happened. Did you have a breakup? I feel like you're having a glow up right now. I feel like you've looked into the mirror, you didn't like what you've seen, and you've had a glow up. Yeah. So this weekend, Capricorn, I feel like you're maybe going on a date, so you're going on a date, you've met somebody, you're excited, you're, working on yourself. Maybe you're getting your makeup done, getting your hair done, getting a facial, going out, making yourself feel better. Okay, you are definitely having a glow up. And if not, I feel like this weekend you need to take some time for yourself and do something nice for yourself. Do something for yourself. Give yourself a makeover, a little mini makeover. Do a facial at home. Dreamy, feeling dreamy. Going out, feeling dreamy. Maybe bored of your looks, bored of your hair, bored of something. So you're changing it. Yeah, I feel like this weekend, Capricorn, you're changing something about your appearance, okay? You're feeling bored of your hair, feeling bored of your clothes, feeling bored of your makeup routine. Something's changing in that aspect for you, okay? Alright, so that is for all the signs. And now let's just read a final oracle card for the collective. What message do you want to leave us all with for the weekend vibes? Recognize emotional wounds, relational wounds, or emotional wounds. I got that for a reason, okay? Not every scar came from cruelty. Some came from absence, silence, or unmet needs. Name what hurt you. Okay, so recognize your emotional or relational wounds. In order to heal from them, we gotta know what's upsetting us. We gotta take some real looks at ourselves, real look in the mirror at ourselves, and even if it hurts to bring up the past, you have to reopen wounds to heal them. If you have hid something, that happened to you, and you don't want to think about that. You don't want to rehash old problems. You don't want to dwell. I understand that, but hiding them and moving forward isn't healthy either, okay? So I do believe that the world right now needs to maybe do some shadow work and heal in the name of love, heal in the name of positivity, okay? If for all of us this weekend, I want us to all think about, our emotional and relational wounds and how they have made us a better person. How without that happening to us in our life, how we may be different, and how those emotional and relational wounds might have made us a better person. Because I feel like if we can understand, why we went through those and how it formed us, our future us, then maybe we will be able to move forward and heal from them. Okay? And I'm getting the bottom of the deck. I just want to do one more card. Choose with love. Love is the most powerful force. Choose love over fear, and your life will transform. So maybe that's why I'm seeing the shadow self and coming to the light. You know, I'm I feel like that's kind of what you're doing, or what we should be doing. Everybody is working on our shadow self, looking at our wounds and seeing how it has made us who we are, and how we can move forward into a lighter, healthier being. Okay? That is everything. I want to thank you all very much for viewing my videos, subscribing to my channel. It means so much to me. I really do appreciate the people who have subscribed to my channel. I hope that you would consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet. Please like the channel if you have resonated. Please know that you can watch your sun, moon, or rising sign. Sometimes your sun sign isn't going to relate to you, okay? Sometimes, you know, you're dealing with an emotional situation, you know, so maybe you might want to check your moon sign, because your moon sign does relate to your emotions, okay? And how you can find out what your moon, sun, and rising sign is by going online and looking up your birth chart. All you would need to know is where you were born and what time you were born, okay? And that will help you figure out your birth chart, and then you will be able to know more about yourself, and you can check out all of those 3 signs, sun, moon, rising, and that would help you get a bigger picture on your life and what's going on, okay? Again, take what resonates. This is just for entertainment purposes. Please say hello in the comments. Tell me where you're watching from, what country are you in, and yeah, I hope that you guys all have a wonderful weekend, and I hope that, you know, this card reading was able to shed a little bit of light on, you know, how you can have a productive weekend. All right? Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. God bless.